Hello, this is Olga Jevtich. I'm a fashion designer in Miss Virginia Senior America 2003. Thank you very much for tuning in today. This is Fashion Notes. I hope you're enjoying the end of the summer and the cool summer evenings with lots of barbecue, swimming, and having just plain fun. The days are getting shorter and soon school will be back in session, but we will still have time for some lazy days and sunshine. Where do I start? Well, let's talk about fabrics. It looks like the fabric of the moment is the velvet, which appear in shoes, bags, and belts. Black is in again. So what do you wear with black clothes? Besides colors, black accessories like a black bag embroidered at Prada, quilted at Marc Jacobs, and of course Chanel. The new Vuitton include monograms with ostrich skin to mink bags and fur trimmed. Colors, khaki and metallics. Use the basic khaki and boost the by pairing with them with shimmering and gold. Tone down sparkles with neutrals. Spice a basic with glitz. It's an interesting combination of white and corals. The runways are full of coral pieces like necklaces, bags, tunic, tops, and shoes. During spring and summer, we had an explosion of colors, but now designers are switching from colors to black. It will be very difficult to switch very quickly. In my opinion, some colors should be incorporated, especially on gloomy days, to brighten up the darker days of fall. Designers mix plush texture like velvet, tweeds, and satin with eye-catching accessories for some of the fall finest looks. Rosettes and fur accents stand out as two of the season top trends. This fall, most exciting extras are lavish crocodile, plush velvet, some with embroidery and rosette. Bags are opulent and textured with rosette and mixing skins for a more interesting look. Bring back chandelier earrings. Even though they had not been too out long, it is time to put them back in circulation. They are the perfect addition for fall cocktail dresses. Boots are everywhere, from luxe croc style to funny platform. Boots, boots, and more boots. They are a runway hit, no matter what style you choose. Ralph Lauren is showing suits like from the 30s, some belted and some double-breasted, and most of them with fur collars. Oscar de la Renta is showing his beautiful blouses with balloon sleeves and gold embellishments. Valentino came out with a new fragrance. It's called Valentino, with exotic scent, blend of fig, Bulgarian rose, and cedar woods. Must be a divine scent. I hope you find our show inspirational. It is time to start looking into fall fashion and update your look. Happy shopping! Now I have very interesting guests. They are local people, and I say they are local people, they are the best. They have such a talent that you will be amazed after each of them describe their craft. Left of me is Nancy Hederman. She is a stay-at-home mom, and also she finds time, I don't know how, but she finds time to make beautiful bags, not just beautiful, but very practical and very interesting. She will tell us all about it. Next to her is Mr. Howard Luck. He has a real job. He is working for the Defense Department, taking care of all of us, I think. And in his spare time, I don't know how he finds his spare time, he makes the beautiful, absolutely magnificent scarves. So I was talking about black, but now we should brighten up black with all these beautiful accessories, what we are going to show you today. So pay attention. They are lovely and will brighten any outfit. You can wear a skirts or pants or dress. With this accessory, you will get fashion accent and be extremely fashionable. What do you think? I think this is really, you came at the right time, because black and black on black is very important also. But we can brighten black with some beautiful accessory and change the look, as you can see now. Nancy, I would like to tell us about your beautiful handbags. How in the world did you find out the time to do it, and how did you have idea to start such a business to do the handbags? And not just handbags, they're full of stuff. She will tell us all about it.
Well, I originally worked in fashion and wanted to start a handbag business. And as I was doing more and more research about handbags, I found that the market was very, very saturated. There's lots of designers, there's a lot of small, a lot of big.
That's true.
So a friend of mine was putting together a line of maternity clothes and was doing this bag, which is a mom bag, and I got the bag idea from her, but then added a bunch of gifts in it to kind of make them stand out. Again, the handbag market has been very saturated for a few years now.
That's true.
So rather than to make it a little bit different, to make it a little bit appeasing, I have the bag. You can buy the bag separately, but then I also put them as a gift. And I think gifts, making something special and bright, makes people feel so good. So I really took my two passions, which is handbag and giving people gifts that they love. And I think all women love handbags. So
oh,
I don't
absolutely.
think that's a problem.
There is never enough handbags.
No,
definitely. Never enough. Never.
So that's really where I started out with. Again, I was looking into doing a handbag business and kind of further developed it into a handbag / gift-giving business, where the handbag was the bag for the gift. So you
and this is actually geared to any age. So you pick the gifts, for any older people,
yes,
or younger people, or young mothers in the hospital, or
exactly.
So anybody actually.
Any age. The bag I have here, I've given it to a couple of my friends as gifts, and they're in childbearing years. The bag in front of me is a gift I'm actually putting together for a friend of mine's mother. Her children are well into their 30s, but it's just a great practical bag. It keeps your things, the inside, once you take the gifts out, the things in the inside, it has a lot of pockets that keep things safe. She's had a little bit of health problems lately, so this bag is something to brighten her up, make her feel better with all the special gifts, but also a very safe, good bag. It's easier for her to get things in and out, and it's also secure with zippers and closures.
It has lots of compartments.
And a lot of compartments,
inside.
So it's easy. Again, my girlfriend's mother is having a little bit of medical problems right now, so it's easier for her to access, and then it's also good for her to be able to zipper and close the things, so then she doesn't have to worry about.
So what do you usually put, like books or
well, what I try to do,
magazines or some recipe, or what do you usually for older people, for example?
Well, for this one, I'm doing just for an instance, and it depends on the things. So
yeah,
I have
the
kind
person,
of a basic
of course.
template that I do. But this one's a special order. The person's very Irish, so I'm doing an Irish thing. And a lot of things what I do is a personal photo album, a small, pretty photo album to keep pictures of loved ones, children a lot of times.
Right.
A journal, because I think a journal is something very personal and special, and we tend not to go and buy ourselves a journal. So I included a journal. Also, journals could be used to keep a diary, but they can be used just to take notes or write messages or write down something when you think of it.
Absolutely.
And I also have stationery, because I think for women, having very pretty stationery and nice stationery is not only something you need, but you can constantly use. And the whole idea about
you usually don't buy by yourself.
And you don't buy for yourself. That's the whole, and that was the basis of everything. It's things you wouldn't buy for yourself and making things very nice and pretty. I think we've heard a lot on different shows about making things special for yourself. So I really wanted the items in the gift bag to be special for someone, things they wouldn't buy themselves, but they would really enjoy using.
Absolutely. I'm surprised that you can find time to do this, because you have full hands on your and taking care of kids and home. And now she is, I understand she's moving to Chicago. This their gain and our loss.
I'll still have ties, though, with Washington. I always will have ties with this area.
And they're both, I didn't mention, they're both members of the fashion group, which we are members. And this is an organization of people in the fashion industry. And now we have a man, as you can see. Mr. Luck is one of the members, too. And he is a designer. After his full-time job, he finds the time to do beautiful, beautiful scarves. They can brighten any outfit, especially this season when you have everything is black, black, black. And I think, you know, for a dark days of fall and winter, it will brighten up absolutely every outfit. Tell us, Mr. Locke, how did you start working with scarves? This is a good thing because it's one size fits all, so you don't have to worry about the size. This is, and also your bags are one size fits all, which is good. With clothing is different. You know, it has to be too small, too short, or too big, and you have to alter. This is one size fits all, which is the best. When did you start working?
Well, I started this about in year 2002. And what the genesis of the idea was based on my frustration of not being able to find men's scarves that were I thought of a sufficient size or of the colors I liked or patterns. So I started designing some men's scarves for myself. And then that just kind of branched out into friends seeing them and women particularly asking if I would do design some scarves, and if I would design some scarves for them. So it started out by doing really custom order pieces for friends, and eventually, within the next season, I turned it into a small business. And my first collection, which was for 2002 for fall and holiday, were based on menswear fabrics. And so they were really more or less unisex scarves.
Unisex, absolutely.
Yes. And then from there, I moved into more of some of the pieces like you'll be seeing today, and came up with a unique design using 3 layers of fabric, burnout velvets or flocked velvets, and with a satin.
Are they mostly one of a kind or just
They're all one of a kind or limited edition. Yes, I do no more than 3 or 4 of a particular design, and that way it keeps them very special and very fresh.
Are you able to buy the wholesale fabric? Because fabrics are very expensive, you know, if you want something very special.
I do have some local suppliers I use, but for the most part I do most of my fabric shopping in New York.
New York, yes.
For the selection, of course, and the price is always good, and I get to combine a business trip with some fun also in New York.
Absolutely. Well, I think as you can see on the mannequins, we have 2 beautiful scarves, and they all come in contrasting fabric, so you can wear it on the different, you know, either side, and they are finished, so they're double face actually.
Yes.
And we have also the models, so we can let's see the first model, and you explain what fabric is that and color is. This is pretty.
Yes, as you mentioned, once again, black is the new black, and so I always try to keep in mind that black is always the basis of most women's wardrobes. So everything I design, or most things I design, is geared to go with black. The one you're seeing here, again, fully reversible. All my scarves are fully reversible. This is one of my more kind of fun and funky casual pieces that on the one side, the black background, it's a boucle fabric with a wonderful flecks of color in it. And the reverse is actually a faux fur with an ostrich skin texture.
I like the color. This is the color you're wearing. This is a very pretty color, and it's flattering.
Very vibrant, and it just really pops. And then the fringes, I always try to do very unique coordinating fringes. It makes it more special. And this is with a chenille and mohair fringe on it.
Oh, do you make them separately from the wool? You know, the fringes, or from the same
actually,
fabric?
the fringes that was purchased as a separate piece and coordinated very well.
Let's see the other girl.
This one actually is one I borrowed from a client just for your show. This is a custom order I made for her because she owns some beautiful sapphire jewelry, and she was looking for something for a special occasion. This is a Thai silk on the one side, a beautiful deep sapphire blue.
And the velvet.
And the reverse is a midnight blue velvet with the coordinating fringe.
So
it's very
she can
lush.
really wear on both sides, no matter, it depends in her mood.
Yes.
Or
and this is actually a very voluminous scarf. It's 2.5 yards long plus a fringe, and it's curved, so it doesn't bunch up around the neck. It drapes very nicely.
Yes, I can see. It stays very well, in one place, and looks very pretty.
Thank you.
And really brighten up her black outfit. The next girl, something holiday looks like.
Yes, this has been a very popular scarf for me. It's a Thai silk in this gorgeous deep red with the knotted fringe, and the reverse is black cashmere. So it's very elegant and and feels wonderful. I always try to make sure, very conscious about how a fabric feels against bare skin, so that it's always very comfortable.
Yes, it looks soft and cuddly.
Yes. And then the fringe is
at the same time keeps you warm,
yes.
and also you look fashionable over your any color actually, especially on black, looks really wonderful.
It's a great that red
brighten
gray
up,
on her too.
after the day in the office, you put your scarf and high heels, and you're ready to go out. Beautiful, thank you.
And our next scarf, actually, this is one of the 3-layer scarves that I mentioned. It's a wonderful lace with a satin lining. The lace is in Venetian blue, the chartreuse lining, and a very lush black silk blend velvet on the reverse. And this is actually a color combination that I was inspired by a dress that Tom Ford made for his last collection for Gucci. Yes. Yes. So the color combination I thought was wonderful, and was inspired to do the scarf in it.
Very pretty. Very pretty. Thank you.
This is a piece from my resort collection, and actually it's being worn with one of Nancy's bags. And this is a metallicized silk organza with a hand-painted design from India. And the reverse is in this wonderful iridescent silk dupioni. And it's just a beautiful piece on the model.
And also 2 sides, but in the same shade. But
yes.
If you would like printed or just a plain. And also the Nancy bag. Look at the bag; it really looks spectacular. You can wear it really from morning to evening. It's such a nice. And she also has some little special ornament on each bag. For example, she brought some butterflies, which are very nice, and also she has some other one, if you wish to have it on your bag. And
I did the same thing with the black. It's black, it's a basic bag, but then you have some color or splash. That has more metal, but a lot of the pins I use have a lot of color to it.
And then it can really dress up the bag.
It really dresses up the bag, or you can take it off if you don't want it. Or if you're changing outfits, you can change the pin.
You can change the pin.
I change my pins on the bag, my bag that I always use, and then it can be dressier, casual, or if you're wearing, like I'm wearing green today, I might put a green pin on there,
to
so it really
coordinate your
changes
outfit.
And yet you have a bag big enough to carry everything, and it still looks good for the evening.
It's absolutely beautiful.
And as you mentioned, Olga, anything shimmery, anything metallicized is very hot for the season, and so.
So you have something plain khaki, off-white, and you put some shimmery things. It just adds up and touch of glamour, and you instantly look, differently.
And it's a much better way to shop, I think. Also, I think if you can get some basic things that look great, and then buy some accessories.
Accessories are very
important. Rather than make the big investment in your wardrobe with the flashy colors. What you do is buy something basic as black, and then include something, an accessory that kind of spruces it up, or a pin, or a necklace, or a scarf.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And it just changes the whole look of what you're
wearing.
I'm for
accessory very much, because especially when you travel, you cannot bring like 1,000 pieces with you. With accessory, you can change the look. You always, from morning to evening, look different with accessory. And also, it can fit anybody, and you don't have to worry about. And also, they don't take so much room in your suitcase.
Right.
And you take it out and put it on, and you instantly look, glamorous and ready to go out.
And change the look of something.
It's definitely a way to separate yourself from the masses too, to have very unique accessories.
Right, exactly.
Yes, sure. Because when you go in every department store these days, you have the same thing. Everywhere. It used to be that we had like a specialty store, like a Garfinkel's and other specialty store that you wanted something. Now you go, you just see, everything is the same no matter what store you go.
And that's why I think accessories and designers like Howard and myself are really thriving to bring back something fun, something unique, but yet make it practical, make it something you can use and love, but at the same time make it something that makes you feel good, makes you feel beautiful, makes you stand out, makes you look good. And I think it's hard to do that in a day and age where so many big department stores, and they're all owned by the same company, so you see so many of the same things as you were saying.
You're right.
So I think your accessories can really make or break you, or make you look totally different.
Absolutely. I love accessories.
It's a real push for unique items, you know, for things that are handcrafted or artisan created items, because it just makes everything, it makes you feel more special. It makes your outfit much more unique.
Absolutely. You don't want to go out and see a million people wearing the same thing, you know. Especially us, you know, women are very conscious about that.
Right, exactly.
Even, you know, now, you know, even people, you know, when they go to the balls, they have like several gowns. They are same, you know.
Right, exactly.
But this is not something that it's really creative of these people. They might have money, but not creativity, you know.
Right, exactly.
So I remember once I had, a long time ago, I had a dress that I bought at the flea market for like, you know, like a few dollars, you know. It was a lace. I repaired it, and I wore it to some ball. It was, I knew it. Nobody else is going to have it. And, you know, Delaney at that time was the fashion editor of the Washington Star, and she ran a huge article, you know, with the dress and, you know, creativity of people. Not because of me, but it's in general, it's important for people to be a little creative and to make, you know, something from not very much.
Right,
you know.
To make something different. But that's what Howard and I were discussing earlier before the show, was that these, as Howard and I both do something more full-time, but this is our creative outlet. And our whole creative outlet is to express our thoughts and make things beautiful, and hoping that they'll make other people feel as good as we do.
Oh, absolutely.
Because again, I think if you look good, or if you have even in my bags, I put a pen to match the theme, because I think sometimes if you're writing a note and you have a nicer pen, you feel better.
I know.
Or if you have prettier stationery, you feel better. And the same thing, like you go out and you're wearing something black and you put on a scarf, and suddenly your black basic outfit has gone into something beautiful, and you feel striking and stunning. So I think as people in the creative industries, that's what we hope to do, is to take our creativity, we enjoy it because we get to kind of channel our creativity through our product, but then hopefully people will enjoy it as much as we do.
I hope so, because they're unique and interesting and functional and easy to wear. And, you know, you use all this stuff that you have in your bag, and then you use your bag, you know, from morning to night.
Right.
And accessorize with, you know, like a different pin for a different outfit. This is creativity.
Right.
And your scarves are absolutely, you know, stunning. You know,
Thank
and
you.
You said also, you didn't say, you make for men also.
Yes, I
so
do.
The
I do a men's collection also.
Too.
Yes, and I usually do a men's collection, especially for holidays.
Holidays, of
so
course.
For when women are shopping and looking for gifts, unique gifts. And one thing, as you had talked about earlier too, I just want to mention that you know, to make your outfit special, to make you feel more special, something I really tried to make some of my clients understand, especially a new client, when they look at some of these with some of the very luxe fabrics, and they'll go, oh, you know, I really don't go anywhere to wear that. It's like, wear it with your day coat, wear it with, you know, with just a turtleneck and jeans, and it makes you feel so much more special, and it makes your outfit so much more special. And once they try that, they you know, it's wonderful to see them, to see the women just that perhaps at work and wearing one of the a unique piece, a unique item like one of the scarves.
Yeah, this is, I think, we need more artists like you that, you know, show people how to dress up their outfits and to look a little different than, you know, just ordinary thing that you can buy at Target, like, you know, things like that.
Everyone has. And I think I've been, I was watching Oprah one day, and she was talking about having even a special teacup, because when you drink out of a prettier cup, it feels better. So just like Howard was saying, if you suddenly are going through a drab day and you have just your basic coat on and you put a scarf on like that, again, you suddenly feel glamorous and beautiful. And that's what I try to do with my bags. Again, every little thing is something that ties in with the theme and is pretty. And so when you're writing a note or when you're going through a day, maybe you grab something out of your bag and it makes you feel better or special because it's pretty, or someone comes up to you and takes notice of you because your scarf or your bag or something you're using, and it makes you just feel so much better. So I think people get confused that fashion is just aesthetics and it's just our outward, but it really does affect your inward feeling.
Oh, yes.
And I think what's so wonderful is people like Howard and I are trying to do that, but also make things practical. You can always use a scarf, especially here in Washington. when it gets a little bit
yes.
cooler and it's not really
It's
cold. That's just a
air-conditioned
wonderful accessory to
places.
have. And for me, I know with my bags, I always wrapped gifts and spent hours wrapping gifts and making them look beautiful, but you threw the gift wrap away.
Absolutely.
So now I took something, I love bags, and made it something that you can use and not waste. And so you're making an investment into this bag that you could have. And again, women always love bags, but the bag, again, it's practical, but hopefully something that when you usually on a daily basis, it will make you feel much better. And my bag, this particular one I'm showing, is for moms, somewhat geared towards moms. Again, I have people of all ages using it, but it is because I think as moms, we really just run around and we don't have something pretty or special, and you're switching from a diaper bag to a bag, or your handbag becomes a diaper bag, which drives me crazy.
Yes.
And because I don't think a diaper bag should be a handbag. So this is a bag, I used it today, and I don't have my kids with me, but you can use it all the time.
You know, every time. Yeah,
and you can, again, hopefully feel a little bit special in using it, and yet you can wipe it off, or there's pockets to put a bottle in there. There's a changing pad in there if you do need one, but you can have all that without looking too much like you're carrying, without carrying a diaper bag. And again, I think when you carry a diaper bag, you don't feel special. You feel like everything's for my kids, and I'm not doing anything for myself.
Absolutely, wonderful. Well, this is really such a pleasure for me to show our viewers what could be done, you know, what they can buy here, and all these beautiful bags. Not just beautiful, they're very practical, and you can really use them for any occasion. You can take them to the beach. You can go out for dinner with them.
Yes,
and as you can say, you can wipe them off, so which is really makes it really more practical. Well, thank you. We are running out of time. I would like to thank you very much for stopping by and showing your crafts. And I hope you can see what these local people are doing. And thank you very much for watching in. Can we see the models once more to show these beautiful pieces that Howard did that can brighten any outfit? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, those are really pretty. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies, and thank you.